Good evening. Hello guys, how's everyone doing? I'm just doing a little bit of practice today. I had issues with my wheel, so I just need to test it and make sure it's working properly, because the last couple of days we've had nothing but issues with it, so let's hope that we have got rid of the gremlins. Right, I need to see what I think it's July 19th is the first one. So I'm going to start out with, I'm basically just testing, so I'm going to test one car across all 5 tracks that we're meant to be going to. And the first one is going to be Kyle Army. Now I've already tested the Lambo, I've already tested the Corvette C6. And now we're into the MC12. And this particular car, it feels good, so we're going to be looking at this one very closely, I think. So I've already got a setup for it. I've been running 25 litres on all the other cars, so I'm not really going to change anything with this one. I'm going to change that though. And we're going to bring that down. Yeah. So this is definitely one of the nicer feeling cars across the ones I'm going to choose. Except when I brake too late. Now I've increased my hang on, before we go any further, let me just check that my stream is actually, where would it be? It is public, okay. So I make sure it was public, because I set it to unlisted the other day, and I streamed for like 3 hours, and then it's like, I was like, why is nobody coming in the stream? But it was because I set it to unlisted, like an idiot. Now this car feels particularly strange for these corners. It might just be because I've turned the brake pressure up on my actual pedals. So I just got to press them a little bit harder, because I've normally got quite a heavy foot, so I made them heavier to press on these cars. This car's really good and in acceleration. Just doesn't feel too good through the corners at the moment. See what we can do anyway. The weather is pretty fucking hot today. It's even now, it's like 11:15 at night, and it's still pretty baking. But I thought I'd just jump in here for an hour just before going to have a bath. Get myself all sweaty. Plus I've got my big fan on, so that helps. As I can tell so far, this car is not really suiting how I like to drive the GDs. All we'll do is just try and put a lap in, put a decent lap in. That one's already obviously not representative because we went off the track. And then and we can definitely knock a second or so off this time. Just in the first sector alone. So that would be a 37-ish if I got this first turn right. Be a pretty good time. Not great though, not great. Oh my god. It doesn't look like curb, does it? Holy shit. Okay, we have enough data for that, I think. A couple of laps. Check out our chart. So we're in the MC12. So I'm effectively just MC12. What time did we get there, guys? So we got a 37.3. I think I probably could have done. I should have easily been in the 36s, but we're going to go with the test and we're going to do it exactly the way I same I did it with the other cars. So 137.3. Now if we go to Canada, so I want to test at Canada as well. If we're nowhere near the times that I've been putting in the other cars, then we'll just, that is the car I want. Canadian Tire. So we've got to change the time. It's going to be July, is it going to be, yeah it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, July 26th. And let me just double check what this was. Canadian Tire is 1500. I don't know if we've got a setup. I think we just use what we've got there. Like we're aiming sort of in the, I can't remember what it was like 115. Something like a 115, I want to say. If we don't get anywhere near that, then we just give up on this kart, to be honest. It feels nice as a straight line kart. It's pretty relaxed in terms of setup wise. You can get it pretty stable, but unless it's fast, there's no point, is it? Because if it's going to be safe and slow, I'd rather take a bit more of a risk with a better, faster car, because I know I can control the other cars. So right, see what we can do. At least the fucking wheel's working now. It wouldn't even let me. It wouldn't let me change gear the other day. I found out it was the stalk that the USB-C connects into the base on was ever so slightly out. So it was throwing up errors, and it didn't look out when I checked it. So I unplugged it and then pushed it back in. And that's what fixed it. Apart from the other USB-C cable to the PC. Not good. Right, this is probably my weakest track. Although I'm not bad here. I don't know it as well as I should. And there's a 114 and sideways. Lovely. Sell out of that wall. God damn. Right, we're on a 14, so that's not bad. Okay, let's try again. Next car I got to test is the DBR9. Although this is more stable through that corner compared to the other cars I've driven, so I'm assuming the DBR9 is going to be about the same.
Let's get this done. We can take pole. Come on, mate.
Jesus. Let's take up from back here again, shall we? I do have penalties turned off just so I can do shit like this. Yeah, this is really good through there, isn't it? It likes to hook on the fucking corners, I tell you. It's a little bit understeery, but I think I can pull that out. It's a 14, 13, 9. Cooking the tyres, aren't we? Aye, yeah, honestly, bad through there. Right, let me turn this fan away, guys. I can feel it blowing on my face, so it's definitely getting the mic. Right, I think we got enough data for that one. Let's save that. Let me see what time I got there. So that time was 1:39. which is 2/10 faster than I've been in the other cars so far. And there's definitely a little bit more time there. I just need to take out the understeer. Right, next track, Sebring. It's probably my worst track. Where are we going? I need to save the setup. And we only used the car that let me set up there as well. Turn the music down a wee bit. Right, where are you, Sebring? Yeah, arguably probably my worst track here in this sim, and it's gonna be. So Sebring is 2nd of August, 1400. Right, first things first. I think we run this at 3 wing. We're going to try this setup and see how it feels. See how close we can get to the time that we've already put in. Foot to the gas, which is pretty good actually. I'm not going to say what it is. Let's just see if we can beat it. Now this thing should be quite understeery through that turn 1. Well, through all of them actually. Cold tires doesn't help stop the car. It's the corner I always struggle with. Always. I don't normally do that though. Don't normally do that. I'm going a bit too far to the left there.
Keep it clean, maximum push now. Grab this pole position.
I've crashed many times coming through this corner. Many times. So you can imagine what it's going to be like over an hour. Alright, take it easy for the first lap. Just make sure we stay within the limits. I don't know how much of the curves I can take in this car. Oh my god, we're locking up big time. Oh. Nearly went around and around. Guys, I'm already fucking sweating my tits off here. Fuck. Hello, Brian. Yeah, I'm alright, mate. I'm just testing my fucking wheel, making sure it's working properly, and testing some GTs while I'm at it. Yeah, I'm in the Maserati MC12. Just doing some. I've already tested a few of the other cars on all of the tracks. I just want to make sure they're all not like topping out in gears or anything. It's probably my worst track, this one, to be fair. This and fucking Canada. Oh, Canada. This thing feels pretty stable, but I think it might be a bit too stable. I mean, it wants to kind of go. It understeers into the corners and then oversteers on the. Yeah, fuck Canada. Oversteers on the exit of the corners, so. You just gotta be a little bit fucking careful with this car, you know. I mean, that was pretty quick, but this thing's a fucking murder boat round here. Like if you hit the curbs. Are you, what are you doing with your wheel, mate? Are you going to swap it over for the T300, or? Jesus. Yeah, I don't know if I can drive this thing for an hour. I think Texas is going to have a fucking handful with this. Once the tyres start going off, it gets very understeery. As demonstrated. Oh, come on. Fucking understeer. Get around there. Right, I think we've had enough of this car. We've put that through its tests. through its paces at 3 laps, and I don't really like it, to be honest. So I think, what did we do there? A 56.2. It's fast, but it needs work. Let me put that in my little chart. What did I say? 156.2. Now the next track would be Bathurst, but oh my fuck, taking this there. So you're gonna buy the rig, have that repaired, sell it, and put the money towards a new wheel. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way, mate. Just I mean, how long have we got until Black Friday? It's gonna be a while, isn't it? I was gonna say wait for a fucking deal to come up. Right, let's try. Right, we haven't tried the DBR9 yet, not properly at the tracks. So we know she's like a Kyalami. What was the second track? It's fucking Canada, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's something like November or something, mate. So I think you're probably gonna have the money way before then, aren't you? Right, what was the track conditions here? It was July 20 something, 26th, and then I want to say 1500. Right, I mean this thing should be fucking glued to the floor, mate. Let me see if I've actually got it set up. Not really. Everything I've got is old setups. I think I've been driving that setup with 3-wing and then drop the fuel. Put that up. Put the load boost down a wee bit. 28. Yeah, this is Canada, mate. I've already been here today, so I'm pretty sure it was 1500. I think the MC12 is just, it's too understeery for me. I need something with a bit more oversteer. Yeah, I thought it was. That is what I got it set to. So we're all good. Yeah, that's way better for me. Compared to that MC12, this is fucking night and day. This thing might burn the tyres up though, the way I fucking drive it. Oh my god. It's being what? It's been gifted with Season 2 Championship in the game. What does that mean? Oh my god, my fucking hands are sweaty already, mate. Such a sweaty boy. Do you mean like a single player championship? Oh, oh, that was a bit wide. But we fucking take it anyway. Fuck it. We need to find out where our weaknesses are. Look how bad those tyres are. Holy shit. Oh, no. She is fucking understeering everywhere now. How do I bring those tyres down? You'll be able to download Season 2 setup. Ah, okay. You'll be able to play it as a single player. That's not too bad, mate. I wonder if you can actually fix these fucking tyre temps at all with this. What was the backs? The backs were not too bad. So we'll leave that on 23.9. But the fronts, Jesus. That was really heavy as well. EQ high down. We're gonna have to turn that down more. It's probably because of the caster. Caster offset is fucking way up there. Just it always makes it heavy. How do I make this so it doesn't fucking rip the tires apart? Compete against the AI, yeah, that'll be good, mate. Put them on fucking 120%. I fucking hate this track. Let's check what the other times were actually. I think it was in the 15s in the MC12.
Let's get this done. We can take pole.
I don't think there's any way to fix that fucking tire temp. How the fuck is it 100 degrees already? I don't get that. Come on, baby. Get in there. Fuck. Hmm. The question is, how much does that affect the overall time? And will it burn through the tyres quicker? I imagine it would, right? Yeah, I think you only get really 1 or 2 good laps with this car, and then the tyres just start fucking burning like. The backs are fine. Well, fine enough. I might have to take a screenshot of that and send that to Rye. See what he thinks of it. Or Sora. I don't know who deals with it actually. There must be a bug though. It's like tyres sitting at 120 degrees. 123 degrees. Not even pushing that hard. Yeah, something weird with that, isn't there? They're coming down now. But as soon as I go through this corner, it'll fucking dive up. Oh, look at that, 115. And by the time I get to this last corner, it's 120 again. All the tyres are wearing though. Yeah, they're wearing at the top. The front ones are wearing like straight down the middle. I can certainly feel that. Because we're getting shitty understeer now. Yeah, it might be better to fucking put in bug reports, mate. What I'll do, I'll go back for the stream and I'll just grab like the hottest pot and I'll just say this was after 2 laps because it did it straight away after fucking 2 laps. So it should definitely not be 120 odd degrees in this car. It almost feels like they've put like wet tyres on the front. It's the best way to describe it really. So that was a nothing corner and it overheated it straight away. And then we get understeer all the way through there. Okay. It certainly feels that way, mate. Let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, for some reason it's just literally just wearing in the middle. I mean, that might be because of the pressures, because they're like fucking balloons. So what I can do is just bring the pressures down, but it'll wear on the edges then. If I go down to like 21, let's see how that feels. So first out, like, look at that. It's already gone red. And I'm not even pushing. Already gone red on the front. It only really does that on wet tyres. So I think it might be bugged on this car. Because as far as I'm aware, it doesn't do it on any of the other GTs. Like literally on the out lap, we're already at 83 degrees. Like if I go slow as well, I'm just going to go slow. Just drive smooth as fuck. And it's tight, the temps are going up. $92. That's barely turning the wheel then. I'm in the Aston DBR9. So look how red that is. But I'm barely touching the throttle. I drive faster than this with me fucking grandma in the car. Know what I mean? Well, maybe not my grandma, because both my grandmas are passed away. Maybe with me mother in the car, me mother fucking hates fast driving. Should be fucking no good in one of these. Look at that. $112. How am I up? I'm driving like Miss Daisy. Maybe that's what I've been doing wrong this whole fucking time. Driving too aggressively. That was actually a faster lap. Holy shit. My goodness. Right, standings. Let's see what other times were. Bum bum bum. What car is this? DBR. DBR 9. 136 something. And then Canada is a 114. 114 6. I wonder if it's, I mean, it's definitely bugged, mate. It's 100% bugged. It has to be. I'm not going to choose that car anyway. I've tried it a couple of times. I've always been kind of stayed away from it. Um, I don't really know what else to fucking pick. I know the Celine. I don't think the Celine's very fast, is it? And then there's a Corvette. So I haven't tried the Corvette properly. And I haven't tried it at this track, so let's try it. I think we just use the car alarm we set up, see how that goes. Yeah, the C6 is a good car, mate. It's a really good car. I'd be very surprised if there wasn't quite a few people running the C6. It's such a good car to drive. But I probably won't take it just because I want to go something different. I won't be picking either of the Corvettes, I don't think. Unless it's like super fucking quick here. It does sound good though. Right, well, we can also say tyre comparison. See how much it heats up on this car. Oh, it feels good through there though. How long have we got? We've got like a week, haven't we? 9 days.
Time to give it everything you've got, mate. 4 cents.
See, in the DBR9 it would have already been fucking 100 degrees. 110 degrees. Yeah, we got Sunday, yeah. Pretty sure. I mean, Texas said he's picking the Maserati. I don't know if that's what he's been testing in. Oh, she is getting fucking warm tyres, eh? $110. Time is that? 1:15 dead. Yeah, this thing, the good thing about this thing is it's really fucking good on the brakes. And it's really good under acceleration as well. Like the back end doesn't really get away from you. So you have good control with this car. I've left the steering setup is really like all the way set to 100%. So I'm finding it pretty hard to fucking steer it. Oh god, these tyres are the same, mate. Maybe it's not a bug. Like, what? How do the tyres get so fucking hot on these things? It's got no fuel in it either. 15 litres. We're going to be fucked. I don't remember what the Maserati was. Might have to change this to drive in the winter, mate. Or you're going to have to drive it like you're driving your fucking granny home, like. Might have to have a word with a couple of people to see how to set these up to keep the tyres alive. Yeah, this thing's really good on brakes in there. Probably don't have an optimal setup either, mate. To be honest, I'm just running a setup, something from Kenobi setup for Kyle Army, and then I've used that. I don't know if this is fast at all or. I got penalties off as well, just for testing. Oh, you've got no working rim. What? Has it got no buttons on it? You have no working rim for the T300. Oh, no. How does it attach to it? Is it on a, is it a QR2? QR2 with the pins behind it, yeah? And has it got buttons on the wheel itself? Or can you just put a wheel on and set up the buttons elsewhere? It's a screw fitting. Alright, so it's one of those, it's a QR1 light. Is that the way, is that what it is? Where you push it on and then you screw it till it's tight. So you screw it left, it's tight, counterclockwise. You screw it clockwise to take it off. Because that's how it is on mine. Because I have a QR1 light. And I fucking hate it. I think it's the one thing that's caused the wheel to fuck up all the time. I've really been considering going to QR2. It's just it's fucking expensive, mate. Like the QR2 fits. If I had to like replace the QR1 lights on the wheels, it's going to be like 300 quid. And in fact, it's probably more than that because it'd have to be the fitting on the base, and then the fittings on the back of the wheels, which is like 100, it's like something like 90 quid each or something. So not cheap. Whereas I could probably just buy a fucking new wheel for that with a QR2 on it. So what I was going to say earlier is if you were on PC, I'd fucking just ditch off. Like I wouldn't even consider Fanatec. But because you're on PlayStation, you don't really have a choice in terms of that versus what's the other one I was looking at? Can't remember what it was. It was who was it? Moza. That's it. Yeah, so Moza only make them for PC. Or they only label them compatible with PC. Shift paddles on the wheel rim broke, so it's unusable. Fuck. That's not ideal. Wait, hang on, let me go back to the pitch. Right. Um, so I've tested that at 2 tracks. Let me just input my time on that. What's Fat Boy want? Are you surviving? No, I am fucking not. Shift paddle on the wheel rim. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you can do. I mean, would that? Oh no, it's on the T300, isn't it? So it's not under warranty. I suppose you can find one online, eBay, for on the cheap. Let me just put this time in here. Where's it gone? Um, the C6R. So 114.7. I think with a little bit of setup that can be quicker as well. For sure. For sure, for sure. Right, let me try. I don't really want to try the Viper, but I mean, I've got to, haven't I? I think this thing's probably slow. Um, I don't have any setup for this. Alright, 3 wing. I gotta turn the steering down. I'm gonna end up fucking on the bench before the first race. There's a good looking fucking car though, isn't it? Look at that thing. With the lights on as well. One thing I could never do is drive like this. Not on a wheel anyway. It feels way too weird. Oh my god. Oh. Nope, can't do it. She is a fucking beaut, mate. I love this car. I really wish it was actually a content. I can't really see over the bonnet though. Too short. Hang on. We need to move up a little bit. Let's go. Which way are we going? We're going tilt down. Where's up a bit? Let's go about there. Make ourselves fucking 6'2". Wonder if there's any way you can play with the gears for this, just to make it a little bit more competitive. Used to watch these things zoom around fucking Laguna Seca back in the day, back in the 90s. Oh, she's a Chandastera though. Chandastera and oversteer at the same time. How do you get that? Tell you what, man, for a Viper, it feels pretty fucking tame. You would expect to be getting the back end out everywhere in this. Look how tame that is through there. Tiny bit of oversteer, that's what we want. And then understeer through there though. There's our 116. Yeah, I see 116 is just not. It's not with it. Like it's like a second and a half off where we like minimum we need to be. We need to be touching the 114s at least. So I can't get any more time out of it. There's probably a couple of tenths in it if I push a little bit harder through the turns. There's a tenth. And then she just goes all the way out there. Aye, aye, aye. Same with them tyres as well. Cameras are to the fucking max. I mean, we can probably pull the toe a bit. And that would help with killing the tyres. And then a bit more on the clutches. I mean, it is probably where you want to be to be fair. If you got a little bit more, well, a little bit more, I don't think we wouldn't really change any of the other ratios, just the final drive, just to get a bit more acceleration. Oh shit.
Come on, let's take this pole.
Come on.
Good push now.
No worries, Brian. Have a good evening, mate. Have a good kip. If you can get a kip in this fucking heat. I dare say I'll be up for quite a few hours, because there's no fucking way I'm sleeping in this, but good luck with it. Have a good one, mate. See you later. All right, we've managed to find a little bit of time out of it. Half a second? What does that put us on? 15.4. Yeah, you too, mate. I wish this was faster. It needs to be at least another second from here. Unfortunately. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is as we thought that. Viper is just fucking... She's out of the bob. She's on the bopped. So we got 15.4, yeah. She feel good, but she not good. Save that. I'm not going to save that actually. Right. Do we have any cars left to test? Let's have a look. So DBR9, not a fan to be honest. Since they updated it, used to be way better. C5R is slow as fucking balls. C6R is good. You can definitely push that car in the corners. Viper is unfortunate. The Lambo is a contender. I think let's try the Storm GT. I think it's probably going to be slow on the straights, so I've heard. So I don't think it's going to be effective anywhere, to be honest. Well, let's see where we are with the I haven't even got a setup over. These are old setups. I don't know if any of these work. Engine. Right, final drive. So it only goes one more click on the final drive. And the 632 only goes one more click as well. But around here, you wouldn't want top speed. You want cornering. It's all about corner speed on this track. That's not corner speed, though. Ay, 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 ay. This feels wrong. It's the best way I can put it. Very oversteery. Back end looks to kick out. I've got no feeling in the force feedback. I think it's too low. No, that's not how we do it. Yeah, there's just no feeling in the force feedback. What have I done? Let's put a little bit of load boost on it. Should be better. That's better. Fill the car. Probably should have put an extra bit of wing on it. I don't think this is meant to be driven on 3 wing. That might just be in the force feedback, to be honest. Yeah, it definitely feels better with a bit of force feedback on it. Although we probably should have broke a little bit earlier there. Yeah, it needs wing. More wing. What's it? It goes all the way up to 9, so we'll run 5. A few people have already said that this car is probably going to be the slowest of the lot. I definitely wouldn't fucking doubt it, to be honest. She's got no acceleration, no straight line or top end. In the high gears anyway. Low down she's pretty fucking rarey, but in terms of the times that we need to get, it's all going to be top end, so. And of course, saved it. We don't touch curbs. That's better. We're better with more wing. Doesn't help that we got enough fucking straight line speed though. Well, what was that? 15.9. Potential is 15.5. Which is not good enough at all. Have a little play about with the gears. See if a longer gear will help it. Oh, too busy watching the watching the Delta. I was up 2 tenths there. 2 tenths, that's still not good enough, to be honest. It would have been a 15.7. Not good enough, man. It's a shame because that is a really good car. But we're not finding like 1.5 seconds. No way. Let's try this bad boy. Right, do we have a setup? We only really have the Kyle Army setup with 4-wing. Do we run 4-wing on this? I suppose so. 25 liter. Let's try that. This one is one of the best sounding cars for me. But if it's slow, it'll piss me off. So, especially when we spin it round. I've already killed the tires on me. Hang on, let's reset that. How do we decide on these cars, guys? Just gonna have to take what I feel is comfortable. I think comfortable and not stupidly slow. Like I want to get them within a couple of tenths of each other, and then I'll pick from those. This thing feels a bit, it's just too aggressive out of the corners. And that's the main problem with this car, is the aggressive acceleration.
Give it 100%. We need this pole position.
And she's not very good on the fucking brakes either. Oh my god. I definitely nearly died then. And if you come the way and you hit that wrong, you just spun in this car. Oh. That has to be the worst corner in this car. Oh, the gears are really weird as well. Wow. And this one will probably be the hardest to keep the tires alive over an hour. Oh. And the hardest to fucking control through there as well. Right. There we go. I'm done for the night, guys. This car is good though. It's good, but it needs work. It needs work to not fucking murder you. That's the biggest thing. It's fast, but it's a murder mobile. And I have a feeling if I race this car, it's going to put me in the wall all the time. Considering we have, so first round is Kyle Army. Kyle Army is fine, apart from the sausage curb over the penultimate corner. So second to last corner. Like the whole of the other track, the rest of the track is fine in this. And then Canada is going to be hard because it's a lot of at the corners are very, well, I would say they're pretty tight. And I don't know if this will survive. Sebring, a lot of curbs. This will probably die on the curbs, so I'd have to stay off the curbs there. Bathurst, I'm pretty good at Bathurst, so I think I'll be able to. I'd actually be fine there. There's just a couple of curbs that you'd have to watch out for. Turn one, and then bottom of the hill, 2 corners from the end, and then Sao Paulo again is curbs. So that's a deciding factor, I guess. It's deciding whether I want to race a car that is predominantly bad over the fucking curbs. The alternative is the MC12 Maserati or the Corvette. Corvette C6. So here's a 4 I'm picking from, okay? DBR9, if I can get the tyres under control. The Corvette C6, the Lambo, and the MC12. I think the Celine is just, I don't think it's fast enough. I can give it a go. We'll see how it feels, but I'm pretty sure this is not really a contender, to be honest. It's way too slow to be competing with all the other guys, especially when we're going to have Texas in the MC12. There's probably going to be quite a few people in. I didn't want to do that. We're going to have quite a few people in the Corvette as well. Like, what have we got? So we got Kenobi's set up. Let's take some of that out so we don't have to deal with it. And that's roughly about where you'd have the tyres for weather like this. So I wish this was a better car, to be honest, but from what I've tested of it so far, she's pretty slow. Let's see what Brian has put up for that at that 2-hour race on the weekend. I didn't read it properly. I think it's LMDHs and GT3s on that Knockhill track. Not Knockhill, is it? It's called something else. That's topping out in this, see. That's the last thing you want. On default gears, it's fucking bouncing off the limiter and in the sixth gear. It's got good brakes though. Oh my god, 167 miles an hour. I don't know how that compares to the other cars. I guess we'll find out when we cross the line now. Oh, 14 dead. Well, I've not tried this car yet. That's what happens when you get fucking gaslit by someone, guys. Someone told me this fucking car was shit. It's actually pretty good. I'll tell you what we need. We need to extend that last gear a bit more. How far can you go? Fucking hell. That would be crazy. We can do that, or we can do that. I do need to download that test track as well. That new test track is going to come in pretty handy. I seen some boys racing on it last night actually. I saw Jester and the boys having a good fucking laugh on that. Looks like we've got a choice to make then. I don't know how much more gear we can get out of this. Yeah, I've been 100% fucking gaslit with this car. I'm gonna find out who said this was bad. I'm gonna kick him in the fucking nutsy. Might just be that it's bad at every other track, you know. I don't know if this time's going to make any difference. So we were doing 167 in the other gear when we were getting up here. I don't think it's worth actually dropping the gear ratio, because we're barely going any faster, but we're getting to 167 faster if we stay in the low gear ratio. So it might just be worth staying down in the other gear ratio. We're going to have to do some proper testing on this car now. See how she goes around Kyle Army. Right, one more lap. See how she does on hot tyres. Oh! Should have went down to second that. No, this is definitely not a bad Carmen. I'm going to try that Kyle Army. Fuck it. So even on fucking, like, that was on hot tyres. And we still did pretty well there, so not bad. Right, what was that time? A 13.9. That's probably a little bit in hand. Let's write that down. Celine. We haven't tried this car anywhere else yet, so it's on the short list, but it's not on the very short list. That's all I'm gonna say. Right, let's go and try this at Kyle Army. Yeah, that car. Yeah, High Rock is the one that he's doing on Sunday, isn't it? I'll have to see what he's got set up for that. It honestly depends how hot it's going to be. Hang on, I've got to change the weather. Because it's definitely not meant to be December. 19th of July. Everything else is fine. It's 25 to 1. I'll have to do, so it'll only be a couple of laps, guys, and then I'm going to head off. I'm going to go and jump in a really cold bath. I will just run the same setup and see how it goes. With a little less fuel. All of that reset, didn't it? It did. And then load boost down. See how that one feels. Right. I'm pretty done in, so as long as we can get sort of a 30, I want to say 37. Well, that'll be our target, and then this can go on the short list. That exit curb there, there is still a track limit. Well, it needs updating because it's errors. It errors. There's a track limit even when you're not outside the track, so I think it's the same on that curb as well. Even though I don't have penalties on, so because we're just testing. So a couple of things we need to know in this car. I need to know if it can take this corner flat down here. And then I need to know if it can take the sausages. This one in particular.
Let's get this done. We can take pole.
Oh, probably not. I don't think it's going to be very good on those sausage curbs. Gearing feel is a little bit fucked up as well. And the brakes are I think the brake pressure is probably too high as well. I need to turn it down to 5%. Ay, ay, ay. This is maybe why people are saying it's shit, because it actually feels really bad around here. It feels good around Canada. It's not going to be a very good race if I keep doing that. So we can probably take that flat if I get a better line. But I think we have to brake a bit earlier for that. She's on the stereo everywhere. What was that? 41. I'll give it a chance to get the tyres up to temp. So that may be the biggest issue. I feel like we've got to brake a little bit early in this car as well. So we'll give it what it wants and see if we can go faster. And that was a really bad corner, Jesus. So there's probably 3 or 4 tenths I lost then. Little lift, we can get through that. I had that curb then, didn't I? There we go, it's going to be a 37. That's a good 37 actually. This thing's like a lost little puppy. If you feed it what it wants, it will grow up to fucking love you. Okay, so you got to. There's a very specific way you got to drive this, and it's way different to the other cars. You can gain a lot of time from it. Oh, we overshot that by a fucking mile. Jesus. Well, I think it's gone in the top 3. I'm going to try it on one more track. I just want to try it at Mount Panorama, Bathurst. See how she fares there. Because that's all going to be about. It's going to be all about top end. Wow. She's good on tyres as well. It's not bad on tyres. She keeps the tyres alive. Right, let's try Bathurst. Now the weather for this, let's have a look. So Mount Panorama is, I mean, he's not going to be able to do 1730, which is how he's got it set up. August, what was the date? August 16th. Just winter. It's going to be 10x, but it's also going to be dark. So it's going to be basically through the night race. It's going to be 8x. It's probably going to be quite a hard race, actually. Oh my god, it's dark. Pitch dark at 5 o'clock. We'll obviously need to try this with fuel in the car as well before we make a decision on taking it as our race car for the season. We're gonna have to, oh, we can go 2 clicks. I'll go 1 click for now. In fact, I tell you what, we'll try it as is. I'm gonna see what it tops out at, or where it tops out, and then we'll try it with a click up, and then we'll see where that gets us. Hang on, it's too heavy. I can't drive that like that. Not with the sweat on I've got going on right now. I've noticed that all of the lights are the same in this game. They're all pretty shit. Normally you'd have full beams for this race. Oh yeah, that's, oh my fucking god. Right, so far feels pretty good, apart from that fucking second corner. Gonna brake a little bit fucking harder through there. And sooner into there as well. What the f... Good thing I got damage off in it. But what we want to know is how soon we get up to top speed down here. Oh, really early. Holy shit. So the top's at 160, 170. And we definitely got to brake a little bit earlier than that. Actually, maybe not. Right, go, go, go. There's a little bit wide into there. But we can get away with it. Save ourselves a tenth if we get it right. Brake early for this corner. Yeah, we've got to brake earlier for that one as well. From here it feels really good. Shouldn't need to brake anywhere down here. Until we get to this. That wasn't optimal, but it wasn't too bad. Right, I know what time we're going to be aiming for down here. Look at that, we're already topping out at 160, 169, should hit 170. Well, we'll see what time we get with this. Because I know what I've done in the other cars. That was better, 2 tenths. Right, so a 2-minute 02. 0.02, I should say. That's going to be the hardest corner to get right. Don't really want to go on that fucking grass there. biggest downfall is the slow stuff, or where you have to fucking bring the car right down to speed, or from speed. It just really suffers with the understeer through the slow cars, through the slow corners. And then we hit the grass there. Okay. So we know what we can kind of get. We can kind of get sort of dead on 2 minutes. Let's try moving the final drive down 1 click, just to give us a little bit more down the straight. See if that helps us. Now I can already tell you this is a couple of seconds slower than I've been in other cars at this track. But it's really good over the mountain though. It's quite stable over the mountain, which is why you want to be stable, to be honest. Obviously not under cold tires, but over this section of the track, and then down down before you hit the long straight. It's fucking brilliant. It's really good, very stable. But other cars you can manage it, you know. Other cars you can manage this section, and you can gain a lot more time on the fast stuff. On the brakes and on the fast stuff is probably better cars. See, the understeer there is ridiculous. Like you're losing at least like 5-6 tenths just getting it into that corner. Right, 10 miles an hour, 11 miles an hour faster. But we're going to brake sooner.
Okay, mate. Full set.
So we'll see how this feels. Round a lap. I think even if we put it on the highest gear band, we might even get even more top speed down there. I know we can gain 2 tenths through that corner, at least 2 tenths. Oh, we came in way too quick there. Jesus. Way too quick through all of that. You really have to get the right fucking speed through there as well. I'm probably pushing it too hard there. If you go slow, you go faster through that. Yeah, even like I tried so hard to fucking push it into that corner, then still wouldn't turn. So let's see how much time we gain down this straight now. Just going 10 miles an hour faster. Yep, 4 tenths, 5 tenths. So we equaled our time, even though we lost a lot over the mountain. And in the first corner again. So I'm definitely going to say, I was saying we're definitely going to be on for a 59. I don't think there's any doubt in that. I keep going way too far over to that curve there. Yeah, see, too fast into there then. It's cost us a couple of tenths. I'm going to get a lot of it back down here though. Maybe not. Okay, we'll give it one more lap. That was a better corner, but it still wasn't ideal. There's at least another tenth in that. Ooh. It's better. That was a much better line. Oh, easy money, boys. Right, 59.2. It's a little bit slower than what I've done in other cars, but it's certainly not far off. And I think we can probably tweak that to make it go a bit faster. Just needs to be a bit more rotaty at the back, just to get it through that fucking tight stuffing. Right, thing is I haven't even changed the setup, and it's on the setup that I would have used at Kyle Army, so she needs some tweaking. Right, let's save that as we'll just go with base BTS. And then let's get the time for that so we can compare it with the other ones later on. Right, Celine at Bathurst. What was that? 159.2. 2. That's one of us. Yeah, it's one of 3 cars I've tested there now. So maybe we'll test another one, but not today. Right, guys, I'm out of here. Appreciate anybody watching. Hopefully some of you boys that are in the league, you get a bit of insight into how to drive these tracks, and I will help any of you out if any of you ask. Anybody needs help, just give me a shout. Feel free to use the setups. I don't hide any of them, so yeah, we start our league next week, end of next week on the 19th, and it's going to run for 5 weeks actually. So hopefully you guys will be around for that. So come back and join me for the week. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Probably tomorrow actually. Tomorrow or Sunday, we'll be back. All right, take care, guys.